Hey guys, I am here to do my 2026 cash binder setup and I'm super excited about it. It's been long awaited. I've wanted to do this for so long. I was waiting for things to come in, but yeah, so as I'm recording, it is the year of the horse, the fire and the horse. I don't know. Apparently it's a rare thing every 60 years with this particular combination. So super exciting, hoping for great things in 2026. And 2025 was all about my focus on my debt journey. I paid off my debt in July. And my priorities are focusing a bit here in 2026 as I look forward to other goals in my life. But I did since purchase a car, so that is also a priority, but there's other things too that are really important to us that we want to do. When I say us, I mean Joe and I. So, all right, let's start with the binders. I'm introducing some new ones here. So, first of which is a new Moterm. I've actually had this since, I want to say May. It's crazy. Like, I bought it because I love the color and I haven't used it. So finally in a place where we will be using it, which I'm super excited about. So I love the Moterm style planners, which is why you see the Millennial Dollar over here. They are like that. So here is the little fly leaf, and I love purple. It's one of my favorite colors, purple and pink. And she is gorgeous. Love her. Oh my gosh. So let's take this stuff out. I don't need this right now. So that's not going to be of use. Okay. So I will be using this. I'll put the fly leaf in. Should we just do it one by one and I'll introduce the products as we go? Should we do that? So I need my notes. Okay, so I have some notes to the side. Hopefully I can remember where everything is going. I didn't quite make that clear. Let me see. Hold on, let me figure this out real quick. Okay, yeah, so we will just start with this binder because it's the first one that I opened. I have to find all of the various categories, but so first and foremost, let's see here. We'll put this up front for now. I don't know if I'll change the position, but let's see. So sinking funds. So I made these, and so a lot of the products that you see are prototypes that I'll be putting in my shop in the near future. So it's always linked down below. Heart my shop if you want to stay tuned. But I have these little motivational bookmarks. So sinking funds is what will be coming up first. And now I'm going to have to hunt for all the things. Some of these went out of order. So I think that is it for this section that I need. So these are beautiful glitter envelopes, and it can be distracting to have the money in. These will be coming to my shop in the near future, so stay tuned. But I hope it's picking up on camera, like with how gorgeous they are. But let's piece it together and then we'll see. So I have in here, okay, so we have upper management. Then we have carb maintenance, electronics, travel, oh, this was one I couldn't poke through. There we go. Let's see. Oh, I think I'm missing. Okay, so that was travel. I need gifts. Some of these went out of order. Oh my gosh, I think it's right here. Gifts. I didn't see it. So gifts, family, home essentials, and so that I don't forget, go into my old binder here and pull out. Let's see, I have in here unexpected. Hopefully I get a groove going here so that this can be more smooth sailing, but maybe I'll kind of get the bones together and then I'll put the money like where it belongs and such, and kind of explain through each category. So this is what makes it more readable, because I really wanted to use this. I love this color, the what do you call this? The vinyl, and I don't know that it's going to pick up, but it's really glittery. You may not be able to tell, but yeah, it's distracting on its own. And I think the glitter picks up more too with the envelope there. So like there's too much pattern going on with the money, so it's very distracting and hard to read. So I wanted to have this open space so you could read it. So I'm going to put these inserts in, and then we'll add the next section. And again, I'll go through all of the categories. I guess I'll go binder by binder. So let me kind of get this first binder set up. Then I'll explain through the categories. Some are self-explanatory, but then we'll move on to like a new binder from there. So this is going to be a long video, so grab a snack, grab a drink. I personally love binder setups, and sometimes you can be inspired by other people, like what they're putting in theirs, like category names, things of that nature. So, and I know I'm super late to the game, but it is what it is. But yeah, and I like the idea that if there isn't any money in here, the pattern is on the back, and it's really cute to look at. So this is still kind of a work in progress, but this is kind of the main bones, I guess you could say. But okay, so I had that as a section, and then I have future savings as a section, which this will be easy to put in here because these were all really in this binder, I want to say. I love this binder. But everything in here is from Lily Budgets as far as the envelopes and the dashboard. So let's see here. So I have emergency, first home, furniture, moving expenses, new car, health and wellness, level up, and wedding. Okay. Okay. So let's put, no, I have these dashboards here. How did I want to do this? Oh, that's funny. It's funny because I'm not a floral person, but I really am vibing with like a daisy kind of look. So again, these are prototypes coming soon, but I think I wanted to do, let me see, grounded in this one. Kind of goes with the whole nature thing. I guess I'll do a layered look here. Oops. Let's see. Doesn't necessarily poke through unless I divide up our sections, maybe. No, how do I want to do that? Because they're like clearly different sizes. And this kind of goes with her design back here. So maybe we'll do that. Because this was the only exception of having 2 dashboards, I think. But yeah, so this is a picture that I took. It's of Mount Rainier, which is in Washington, and it's a volcano. I love volcanoes. I find them so intriguing. I don't know why, but yeah, so I'm going to be doing kind of I am doing a rebrand, and I am currently running a sale on my Etsy. I'm trying to sell through all of my previous physical items that have my old name attached to them, but I'm going to be moving to Money on Purpose. So, but I'm still testing these newer products and figuring out sizing and such. So these are prototypes, but okay, so let's go through the binder. So this is my sinking funds section, and so I have upper management, which I forgot to, now let's put this stuff to the side. I forgot to put those dividers in, but that's okay. I'll do that at a later date. It's not a huge deal, but upper management, my cats kind of rule my life. So there's going to be 3 sections to this in the future, which I can't think of how I have it broken down. I feel like I'm not prepared and prepared all at the same time for this video, but I am going to have this broken down in the future. It's like dental, emergency vet, like medication, I don't know, something like that. But it slipped my mind. So right here, I was saving for Teddy's dental. I'll have to put those dividers in the future, but for now, that's in here. So upper management is what we're going with here, because I have 2 separate cat funds, one for their everyday spend and then for more kind of bigger goals. So that's that. Then we have cart maintenance, which is pretty self-explanatory. And I'll move the cash over if there is any. And then I like that the design peeks through on the back as well. So we have electronics, and this is for like phone or computer or whatever it is that I'm saving for at the moment. But currently I'm saving for a new phone. Mine always kind of just randomly restarts. I have these 2 challenges that coordinate with it, so put those in there. Travel is self-explanatory. I don't think I had money for that. So I used to use this A5 for kind of my wants, and it's neglected. It does not get any love whatsoever. I rarely go in this binder, and it's really sad because, especially while I was paying off my debt, I had a hard time justifying doing things for myself, so I never went into this binder. I love this binder. I love the design of it. This I need though. So this is for nails. So did I have, whatever, we'll keep it here for now. Anyways, so yeah, travel had nothing. Gifts is empty. Family, this one is when I go down to my hometown area and like see my mom, she's in a nursing home. I wanted a fund separate, like if I'm saving money for her to do special things for her, like get her more things like slippers or clothing or like things to make her comfortable, get her food when I go to visit, that sort of thing. So, and even when it comes to holiday get-togethers as well, we always gather at my sister's house. So this envelope will be used for that as well. And then home essentials. I didn't really have anything for this, but I have household, which really is kind of, it represents a lot. Like household for me is toiletries as well as things for the house, like consumables. And I wanted something for the non-consumables, like the things that you don't replace every day, like appliances or like bed sheets, things of that nature. So I want to start putting money separate from household. So that's there. And then unexpected, did I have any money left in it? Oh, duh, it would have been in here, silly goose. So that's that. And then everything is in here already as far as emergency fund, which I'm using my 100 envelope savings challenge for that. First home. Oh, that's right. I have it in moving expenses. Furniture. So moving expenses, Joe and I have been talking about moving state. So we're hoping to do that in the summer, but we'll see. New car. So the thing about this is when I ordered my envelopes from Lily, I had no intention of getting a car. It kind of like happened around the same time, like where things started moving with that. So I have this envelope, but I will put it to use. Yeah, but that'll be a future video where I go in depth talking about my car stuff. It's just really hard to find quiet time, and I actually have quiet time here right now. So health and wellness. So this is going to be, you know, if I want to get a trainer or get equipment or stretch bands, whatever, resistance bands, like things of that nature. That's what this is for. And then level up. This is kind of for more in my professional, like if I want to take a course on something or like learn a new skill, that sort of thing. Wedding, self-explanatory. And that's it for this binder. So let me know what you think. If you want to see this in the shop, let me know. I think it turned out really great. Oh, I love it's so cool because this was taken, my fiance is there right now, and this is taken from their backyard. They have a deck, and I just zoomed in with my camera, and you have a perfect view of Mount Rainier. Oh, I love this color. It's gorgeous. I love it. Let's get into the exciting stuff. Now, I ordered this from Melina at the Millennial Dollar, but I'm not going to use it for how it was intended, which is fine. You know, I can use it how I want, but I love this. I forget the color of this, but she had a limited edition, and I don't know that it's really picking up, but it's extremely glittery in person, but I am a glitter queen. So I wanted to use this for like my mean sort of things. Like my everyday kind of go-to in and out binder. But she had this as like a Christmas savings challenge sort of thing. So yeah, I got this from her, and it's beautiful. It has the black rings. Oh, I hate these cardboard inserts. And it came with this other stuff too, like pin and dice and that sort of thing. So we're just going to put it to the side for now. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing yet. So I'm kind of like, this is planned in the sense of I have my categories and such, but it's not planned in the sense of I don't know what I'm doing for decorating and such. Okay, so firstly, I want to do this in here. I think it goes very well with the vibes. So the whole idea was I wanted to have a photography sort of line for dashboards in my shop, and here, money on purpose. But this is an actual photograph taken of the moon that a friend of mine took, and obviously the stars are fake, but I added in rhinestones. I don't know, I just wanted a quick little cute vibe. This was more of the vibe I wanted to go with. I have a more artistic version, if you will, here. I like, this is my favorite quote: shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. So I have more of this like artsy vibe happening, but I wanted more realistic. And it's so cool to see the craters. I love astrology and all of that. So anyways, So yeah, this for sure is going to be going in here. I just never know. Do I want the flyleaf in the front? Or do I want it in the back? I don't know. I can always mess around with those details in the future, but we'll put it there for now. So these categories might be more self-explanatory. Let's see here. Oh, I have daily operations. So this is kind of like revolving, like money is going in and out, in and out, in and out. So it's not necessarily building up too well. Put this over here so I don't confuse myself. So I have, here, let's just put them in. I'm going to put these in. I'm going to speed this up and put the inserts in, and then I'll explain. All right, I'm going to come back for a second. It's really frustrating. I had another bookmark, and I don't know where it went. I had one called Bills and Annuals, and I know that I did because I was thumbing through them before. Just with all of the chaos, I must have misplaced it somewhere, but I have this section here that I'm putting in, so it's going to be bills and subscriptions. Oh my gosh, that's so frustrating. I hope I don't have to make another one, but so we have car insurance. Let's see. Okay, these go elsewhere. All right, so we have car insurance, and then we have Sam's Club. And these envelopes here are from Lily Budgets. I wanted to keep them. You know, I paid a lot of money for these, and I like the vibes, so we're gonna keep them. Then we have gym fees, and then we have car annuals, things like my tags and inspection and all of that good stuff. Then we're gonna do Google storage. Then we're gonna do subscriptions. Amazon Prime, I'm not paying for, and I don't need these, so we'll put that to the side. Oh, that's so frustrating. Oh, all right, well, let's go through and put these in. So frustrating. I wish I knew where my stuff was. Okay, so we have gas and tolls, which pretty self-explanatory, but oh, and this is daily operations. So this is money that I spend a lot and need daily, like weekly, I guess. Weekly, bi-weekly. Then we have grocery restock. I had it called groceries before, and I thought that was confusing. So grocery restock for me is things that are more expensive that you don't want your actual grocery budget to take a hit on. Like maybe you need olive oil, like that is expensive, or coffee pods, or things of that nature. So that's what that is. Household, and this is my consumables, like I mentioned before. So these are everything from toiletries all the way to household cleaning supplies, that sort of thing. Supplements I used to have years ago, but I'm adding it back. So that's going to be for vitamins or like protein powders, the cat tax. So this is my kitty, what I used to call kitties. So the cat tax, you know, the cost of having a cat, litter and food and toys, which Remy knocked over my chair because he's a little chunker. And so I'll probably have to buy him a new toy because it broke. So then I'm adding in date night, which is different. I haven't had that one in before, and I'm getting rid of Sam's Club. I just kind of changed up my budget and how I do that. But date night, this will just be saving up for Joe and I to go out together, get dinner, movie, whatever. And then we have my personal section. So Allison is just kind of like whatever I want to spend money on. And that category changes from time to time. Like maybe I want to save up for planner supplies, or I want to save up for Etsy. Like the money that's in here now is to pay back the millennial dollar, for example. So that's Allison. Then we have fun, and this is separate from date night. This is just kind of fun in general, like outside of Joe and I. Like if we want to meet up with friends or something of that nature, or I want to go and hang out with my best friend, or anything like that. Then clothing, hair, self-care. These were things that were in that black binder that I barely looked at, and so now I'm hoping, since it's in this binder and it's kind of in with everything else, that I'll make an effort to let me see, self-care. Maybe I'll make an effort to, I'll put it back here, actually buy the things that I need. Or, sorry, I'm distracted. Maybe I'll make an effort to take care of myself. Then this is where bills and annuals, and I'm still very upset about that. I don't know where it went. I mean, Remy was up here, the chair knocked over, who knows? It might have fallen somewhere, but this is bills, annual. So car insurance, I do 6 months car insurance premium. So I need this binder to pull that out. Okay, so this is my biannual, and then this is where we get into the annual things that I'm saving for. So we have Sam's Club membership that I already paid in 2026, gym fees, saving up for the Planet Fitness. I was also doing My Fitness Pal and paying annual for that, but I'm going to cancel that because right now I'm focusing on Weight Watchers again, the WW app. So this really will just be for the Planet Fitness charge that they do in April. Car annuals, again, this is for inspection and my car tags, Google storage, and subscriptions. If there's any miscellaneous subscription that I want, sometimes I change up the things that I want to get. These are the core things here, and that's why they have their own designated envelope. But I have this general one, like my car has an app, and I can remote start. I think I might save up to do an annual subscription of that if they do annual. Because after I've had the car for a year, I'll have to pay for that. And honestly, it's really nice to be able to do that. And so that's it for this binder, aside from maybe some more decor. I'm not sure. So let's see what Melina provided. Maybe there's something in here. Let's see. Oh, see, this is a magnet. Maybe we can... A heart is fitting. The color scheme doesn't necessarily go, but that's okay. So, is this thick enough to hold it in place? Oh, goodness. I lost that down there. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so it's really thick, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's thick enough for this. that holding it in place? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Let's use this to be sure. So I like this. She has this little freebie Friday on here, but I can put this in here to poke out a little bit. This is an interesting paper clip. It's so unique. Actually, does this fit with my other green? Not really, kind of clashes. I have the little heart poking out. So there was something in here that I saw that was really cool. I liked. Let's see. Do ordinary things with extraordinary love. Aw. Let me see. This. Yeah. I'm afraid that's going to fall out. Here, maybe we'll just have this magnet kind of be its own decor. I'm just worried about it holding things in place. And then we'll clip this. Now let's do this one. Let's see. Oh, that's why I forgot I have this in here. Let's put this over on this side. It's making it close kind of weird. Okay. Let's kind of move that over. There we go. Now we can see. That's cute. Great, okay. So that is that binder. Oh, and I'm already knocking. See, this is going to be a problem for me. Let's see, can I do it this way? I don't want it to get ruined either. Is that going to get knocked? This seems really thick for this. Oh no. It is. I don't want to ruin this paper clip. It's so cute though. Here, we'll do that. We just won't put it down all the way. Okay. We messed with that far too long. Okay, then this binder is going to house savings challenges and such. So we will use this one. Let's take all of this out. I don't think, aside from this, I don't think there's anything here that I need. Let's just make sure these are all empty, which they should be. Oh, fun. We forgot fun. Okay, so we want to use that. Sam's Club, Kitty's household. Okay. You know what? Maybe I should put this in front of the flyleaf. Okay, sorry. So this was another photograph, and this one's dual-sided. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. It just makes it harder to laminate when it's dual-sided. I don't know. I'm going to mess around with it more, but here's the front. And so the idea is then when you flip it back, then this is showing too. So they kind of coincide together. So the sky is beautiful with all of the stars. And then, oops. Oh, I forgot about that. And then this. So, and let's put this here for now. I feel like there's still a lot to do. We got to get a move on. Goodness, this video is going to be forever long. So these have. So I might incorporate these in. Maybe not quite yet. I'll kind of put in what I need right now. But should we put something with this? Let's see what these say. Oh my goodness. All right. So, making spirits bright, one blessing at a time. See, this is cool. I love this because I love nature and whatnot. So, even though it's Christmas trees, it's kind of universal too. So I don't need Christmas themed ones. They're really cute, these linen ones. Let's see. Counting blessings, not just budgets. Grateful hearts make the best gift. So let's do that. Okay, and then I'll get into that. Oh, and then I had all of these savings challenges as well with her bundle. So I may be pulling this stuff out again soon, but for now, with what I have going on with savings challenges, I'm going to leave it to the side for now. But I may expand and add on. So we'll see. The great thing is your budget can change with you. So okay. Now what do I want to do? Do I want to do business? Yeah, let's do business in the front and party in the back. I'm just kidding. So this one says create your own magic. So the thing about this is I'm greatly condensing binders here too. So I had a lot more binders that were in use before compared to now. So these are all from Lily Budgets as well. but I definitely want to focus on Etsy more this year compared to last year. So I definitely didn't make much money last year. I really don't like this keychain. I forget. Oh, I think I got it off of Timo or something. So we have tax prep, supplies, equipment. I have all these old sheets in here. It's kind of funny. Services. I emptied out the money in here to pay for some supplies that I have coming. Shipping, marketing, Camtasia I no longer use, Canva, and giveaways. Then back here we'll do savings challenges. It's getting a little thickum, so I'm going to have to put it in backwards. But let's see here. Let's do the savings challenges first. Oh, I didn't think that through. I might have to do this separate because I forgot that everything was in an A5. Oh, goodness. Clearly I didn't plan. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to add on to this and like behind the scenes. I'm not prepared unless I just use the envelopes that I already had. Maybe I'll do that. I have a mess sitting behind me. Yeah, so this video is really long as it is, so I'll do that behind the scenes. But so I'm going to put this in here, savings challenges, because I still have to do my wallet yet. But I'm going to fix this. I'm going to get envelopes. I prefer to have glitter ones, but I don't have enough for all of my challenges. So I don't know. I'll figure that out, like I said. But 2 challenges that I want to do, and I'm going to put them here for now, is I said no and rollover. So I'll explain those concepts. Oh, I got excited. I thought it was the thing at first. Do I need this open anymore? Okay. All right, and that's what this money was back here. So I had $5, $6, $7, $8, $9 in rollover, and I am definitely gonna be bringing this to the shop. Where did it go? It fell. Goodness, what a mess this is. Okay, so I have this rollover savings challenge. So basically I forgot to do the corners on this. Goodness gracious. Anyways, it's the rollover challenge, and so you save any leftover money from your everyday spending. So I'm putting it in here, but this is really money that's going to be coming from my wallet, and that's what that $9 was. So things like grocery or dining out or my coffee out budget, any extra money that I have from that, I'm going to be putting into here. So what a fucking mess. Oh, I hate it here. So Melina has this pen, which will be great. I'll just use this. This came in her kit. But I'm going to write down a 9. You can choose to write in the amount or color it in. I'm going to write the amount. That way I can look back week over week and see how much I saved. But I'm going to predict that, so my year-end prediction, I'm going to predict that I will save at least $500. And so if I meet or exceed that goal, how I'd like to use or celebrate with this money. Let's see. How about, how do I want to celebrate with the money? Maybe I'll say Allison slash tattoo. It can really be whatever I want. Allison slash tattoo. Because as I mentioned, my Allison fund kind of encompasses like whatever it is I want to buy at the moment. So maybe I'll put that money towards a new tattoo if I exceed that amount. Or I can choose not to do that. And if I fall short, where this money will still make a positive impact. So the idea behind this is you put money to something that is kind of more of a necessity, something more important. So I'm going to say to my car payment slash moving expenses. I'll just say moving EX, just because I don't know when we're moving, where that's going to be. It's going to create money and expenses. But if I'm wrong and I don't save up at least $500, then the money has to go as an extra car payment or moving expenses. But if I meet or exceed the goal, then it's going to go to Allison or tattoo. But really at the end of the day, if I meet the goal and I want to kind of divvy it up everywhere, I can. But I don't know, it's kind of fun and motivating because like maybe there's something really fun that you can't justify spending your money on. But because you've saved up this extra money throughout the year, then you can allow yourself to have fun with it. So I don't know. And then I have this section down here where you can write down the total amount saved. But I'm really excited about this challenge and to see how it goes. So I'm going to put it behind the money. I don't know how to remove the ink using this kind of pen. I don't know if it's wet erase, dry erase, but hopefully it's fine there. So that's the idea behind the rollover challenge. And we'll keep this marker in here. And then I have this other one of I said no. And oh man, I got excited. Am I missing an envelope somewhere? So I said no. I had a challenge here. This is a prototype. I'm not 100% sure, but throughout the year, sometimes I get an urge to spend money on things. And if I decide to say no, I can mark it off. And then on the back, it has kind of tracking my mood. And so I said no too. You can write down what it is. You can write down the amount. And then you can kind of like circle the mood that you're feeling. And there's a spot for other. So I'm not sure how I want to do this yet, but clearly there's a lot more dots than there are here. But this I feel is very important because maybe you don't recognize your triggers and like why you want to spend money. But hey, at least you caught yourself and stopped yourself from spending the money. Then you can write it on the back here because maybe there's a theme that you notice right off the bat and you don't have to write it down every time. But yeah, still figuring this one out. But this one I'll probably be putting in my shop as well. But it says, I said no. Every no is money saved. So I'm going to put this in here. And then this I had for special bills. This was made by Lily Budgets as well, but this is kind of where I store my fancy bills. So I don't really have a purpose or whatever with that cash. So it's just kind of doing nothing, but it's there at least. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, I'm going to put some savings challenges back here. And this binder is pretty thick already just from these zippered envelopes. That's the downside of the zippered envelopes is it bulks up your binders a bit. But yeah, so we'll figure that out. And last but not least, This video is so long and I apologize, but I have here an A6 that I wanted to move to, and this one is from Mavis Budgets. I'll move my cards over at a later date, but I'm really excited. My purse that I've been carrying around is really, really small, and so let's see, is it on both sides or just one? So yeah, my wallet is, or my purse is really, really small, and the one that I have in there now is pretty large for it. Okay, so this one will be a lot easier to go through. How do I have this extra one? Okay. So little. You know what? Let me check the order. Groceries, coffee, dining out, household, miscellaneous back to bake. Okay. I don't like the idea of folding money, but sometimes it's nice to have a little itty bitty wallet, you know? And I like the idea of the wristlet. Okay, so I wonder if it'll sit flat. Maybe not. Keep it on there. All right, so I'm going to move over the money that I have in here now. Some of this money is for nonsense. Let's see. I think it was really just that. Yeah, I have so many. So I have $4 in groceries. I hate the idea of folding cash, but it is what it is. So groceries, pretty self-explanatory. This is my spending for every 2 weeks. This money is whatever's left over in here. This is what will go into the rollover challenge. So groceries, coffee. I like to budget to get coffee out to Starbucks or to Dunkin'. Dining out. The beginning half of this new year is very social with Joe's birthday, and we were celebrating my raise and promotion. So there was a lot more eating out than normal, but so dining out, then household. Okay, all right. So now household, just to clarify, this is money that is in my actual binder. I have this in here only if I know I need cash to buy something household related. A lot of times I use my credit card and just pay it back, but there are times where I just want to use the cash. So if I have money in here, that's not going to be part of rollover. That's just coming from my sinking funds. Then I have miscellaneous. I'm going to put a few ones in here, kind of like a buffer, or I don't know, maybe I want a little something like just an unnamed category. So really, rollover is going to come from miscellaneous, like leftover miscellaneous, grocery, coffee, and dining out. Then I have back to bank. Sometimes I pay with a card and I don't want to get confused with what I have left in my budget. So like if I spend $10 on groceries, I can move it over here to prepare to pay myself my credit card back. So we'll see. Something new that I'm trying, but yeah. So I'm going to move my change over. I've honestly, so far in 2026, really not used much cash. I've been doing a lot of credit card, but I think that's just because how things are lately. And I love that this change, like your ring doesn't get caught. It's wide. You can get the change out. I mean, you could probably use it for receipts, but I'm going to use it for change. But anyways, I lost my train of thought to be honest with you. Oh, I've been using my credit cards a lot more for whatever reason. Oh yeah, because of the noise factor and stuff. But I would like to not do that necessarily. So yeah, so that's the wallet. I'll move over the cards and stuff off camera. You guys don't need to see that, but I love it. I love that it's so little. I've used this wallet for quite some time. It's super dirty. I honestly don't know how to properly clean this. Like, I set it on top. I was out somewhere and their counter was dirty. I had like drinks on it. And so like drinks splattered all throughout on their counter. So I have to figure out how to wipe this. I might have rubbed some of the glitter off, to be honest, but I do love this wallet. But this is nice. It's a little taller, but it's a lot more narrow. I don't know the proper word, but almost just as heavy. So this is my new planner lineup. So we are moving to 3 binders plus my wallet, and I am doing quite a condensing here because off to the side of binders that I won't need to use anymore, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I like the idea of putting multiple categories in the binders and separating with the bookmark. It just makes it less binders to go through. But if you've made it here to the end, thank you so much for staying. I know this video was super, super long. Please subscribe for more. At 1,000 subscribers, I will be having a giveaway, and I hope to see you in the very next one. Bye.